Color type reviewing set 71739 Ultrasonic Raider. This set released June 1st, 2021, retailed for €90 with 7 minifigures. Starting with the most common minifigure of all time, Kai uses the 2019 hood, dual molded in red and dark red. Removing it, you can get a better look at its face printing. The front face print is the typical post-movie angry Kai expression, and the alternative face print is the typical post-movie happy Kai expression. The torso has a dragon rising and red undershirt. The back printing has the dragon's tail wrapping around Kai's Tournament of Elements symbol. Kai also uses the Season 11 armor in pearl gold. The leg printing has a dark red belt, a part of the dragon's tail, red bands around the knees, and toe printing. For accessories, Kai has a silver katana and the old sword of fire. Jay uses the Season 11 hood in blue and dark blue. Removing it, you can get a better look at its face printing. The front face print is an angry expression with a frowning face. The alternate face print is like an awkward smile with a raised eyebrow. Jay also uses the Season 11 armor in pearl gold. The torso print has a dragon head on the top fabric and the dragon's tail on the bottom fabric. The back printing is the dragon's body curving above Jay's Tournament of Elements symbol. Leg printing is a dark blue belt. Fabric printing contains the legs, blue bands across the knees, and toe printing. For accessories, Jay has a silver katana and the legacy nunchucks of lightning, which are undoubtedly the best looking nunchucks of lightning. The only thing I change about them is swapping out the pearl gold chain for a translucent blue chain to be more accurate to the show. Zane uses the Season 11 hood in white and grey, which is a fairly unique color combo for Zane. Removing the hood, you can get a better look at his face print. The front face print is an angry titanium Zane expression with scratches on either side of his forehead. The alternate face print, in air quotes, is Zane's charging port, which, don't get me wrong, is cool and all, but since Zane only comes with his legacy mask and not his hairpiece in this set, I honestly would have preferred if LEGO gave him a happy expression or any other expression as an alternate face print instead of his charging port. Like the other ninja in this set, Zane also uses the Season 11 armor in pearl gold. His torso print, similar to Kai, has a dragon rising which goes across the fabric that makes an X, and Zane has an undershirt in light blue. The back printing has Zane's Tournament of Elements symbol over the tail of the dragon. The leg printing is a grey belt. Fabric printing contains the legs, grey bands across the knees, and toe printing. For accessories, Zane has a silver katana and the older style shuriken's vice. The last Legacy 1 minifigure in this set is Cole, who uses the Season 11 mask in black and brown, which is an okay color combo for Cole. Removing the mask, you can see his face print, which has an angry expression at the front and a smiling expression as the alternate face print. Of course, Cole uses the Season 11 armor in pearl gold. The torso printing is the dragon's head in the bottom right, the dragon's tail in the bottom left, chainmail printing, and a black undershirt peeking out the top. The back printing is the dragon's body wrapping around Cole's Tournament of Elements symbol. Leg printing has a brownish orange belt. Fabric continues to the leg printing, brown bands around the knees, and toe printing. For accessories, Cole has a silver katana and a legacy side of Quakes, which honestly, for me, is tied with the crystallized side of Quakes for being the best side of Quakes. Personally, the Legacy 1 suits are some of my favorite Ninjago suits. There's just something about them that just looks so good. The most different looking Legacy minifigure has to be Ratla, literally night and day. Ratla uses the Legacy Serpentine headpiece in satin blue, which honestly could have used scale printing for just a bit of extra detail. The face print really captures Ratla's character with a crazy looking expression. While he doesn't have an alternate face print, he does have scale printing at the back of his head, which is going to be covered up by the headpiece, but it's still cool that LEGO actually added the extra detail. The torso print is very reminiscent of the Junior Serpentine designs from 2016, with a strap going across the torso. The scale printing also looks fairly similar to the printing on Dragon's Rising Energy Lloyd's mask. The back printing has more scale printing and the strap continues at the back. The leg printing has a belt across the hips, more scale printing, and snakehead knee pads. For an accessory, Ratla has a classic Ninjago scimitar in silver. Honestly, out of all the Serpentine to include, Legacy Ratla is a pretty boring pick, since he was available in the J Epic Battle set as well as the Blade Cycle 4+ set. Personally, I would have preferred it if we got a new Legacy Serpentine design, like for one of the generals, or a Legacy version of 2011 Nia, especially when this is an anniversary set, so LEGO could have splurged out just a bit. The other Serpentine included in this set is Mesmo, who's a much better upgrade than Ratla in my opinion. Mesmo uses a similar headpiece to his 2012 minifigure with a more simplified design for the eyes and scales on the back of his head. The torso print is a scale design very similar to Ratla, with a printed cloth around the chest area and what I think is supposed to be the head of the snake around his shoulder that continues to the back along with the cloth printing and scale printing. The hips have a metal belt printing with a snake belt buckle. The leg printing has more scale printing and snake knee pads that I think are supposed to represent Mesmo or could just be a generic snake design. For an accessory, Mesmo has a legacy version of the Constricti Fang Blade, although it uses an unprinted flat stud, while the original Fang Blade had a printed flat stud, which looks so much better and adds more value as a collectible. This is the cheapest way to get Legacy Mesmo, with the only other set he comes in being the Temple of Celebrations, which is a bit of a pricey set. Alright, let's be real, the main reason we all got this set was for 10th anniversary Zane. The mask is the Forbidden Spinjitzu mask mold in pearl gold and what's supposed to be blue as seen on LEGO.com and Bricklink, but in reality, it's green somehow. The face print is the same titanium Zane face print used for Legacy 1 Zane, and like the other ninja in this set, Zane uses the Season 11 armor in pearl gold. The torso print has Zane's core and chest exposed, snowflake designs, a white belt, and fittingly, Zane's Season 11 symbol on his belt. The back printing has Zane's Season 11 symbol, snowflake designs, the belt continuing to the back, and what looks like clips used for harnesses. The leg printing has an orange belt across the hips, which continues to the legs. The rope printing continued from the torso, orange ribbons across the knees, and toe printing. For an accessory, Zane has a standard golden katana. Since this is a 10th anniversary minifigure, Zane has a brick built stand with a printed circular tile to celebrate Ninjago's 10th anniversary, and white studs in the middle to represent Zane. Needless to say, this is the best minifigure in this set, as well as the cheapest way to get this figure, the only other set it comes in being the Temple Celebrations, although the stand is exclusive to the set. Taking a look at the ultrasonic raider itself, and from just appearance alone, it doesn't look bad, but when you get into real nitty gritty, its faults become more obvious. At either side of the cockpit are bikes that can be easily removed by simply sliding them off the main body of the ultrasonic raider. You have a seat to sit a minifigure in with restraints that can be moved up and down, as well as a gun in front of the minifigures, which is a fairly flimsy connection, and a spring-loaded missile on the outer side of the bike that can be fired off like so. The wheels of the bikes have a giant tread on one side with wheels inside and one pathetic looking tire on the outer side. Above the central cockpit is the jet, which can be detached by simply pulling it out like so. The windshield piece is similar to the canopy pieces used for X-Wings with a sticker that shows a targeting system. Below the cockpit are golden katanas at either side. Both sides of the cockpit have a fin with a sticker, with one side having Wu's symbol. There's also more stickers behind with general tech designs. The wings of the jet actually look decent, with the large sword pieces used for mechs, spinner crowns over vents, and these small blades that stick out. The tail wing of the glider is fairly bare bones, with two blades at either side and a sticker on a 2x2 with Master Wu's symbol. The play feature the jet has is to stick out the wings by pressing down on this right Technic piece, which also works when the jet is docked on the main body of the ultrasonic raider. The main body of the ultrasonic raider with all the extra vehicles detached doesn't look the best. You can flip the cockpit from the front of the bike to the back. Without the bikes attached, the sides of the main body are really empty with the connection exposed. Above are large swords in pearl gold. Interestingly enough, inside this little area are stickers that add more detailing, with one side having Ninjago, but I'm not really sure what it's supposed to say. I think it's supposed to be something like heli or welly. That doesn't really make sense. So let me know in the comments what this is supposed to say in Ninjago. The windshield uses an unprinted X-Wing canopy piece with a sticker for window detailing, and I don't think I need to say why this is bad. Fortunately, when the main body is on its own, it has horrible balance, often falling over, which obviously isn't ideal. Honestly, the only good way to display this set is by having all the vehicles connected, which is a shame as the other ultrasonic raiders are still able to hold up pretty well separated. However, even with all the vehicles connected, the problems don't end here. The bottom cockpit just kind of slips out sometimes when you're moving around the set, which isn't that great. It makes the set kind of feel amateurish. If you were wondering as well, this is what the set looks like combined when you remove the jet, and it's certainly a look. The front of the instructions has the boxer of the set, the back of the instructions is a win ad with a render of movie Lloyd, as for sets containing the other 10th anniversary Ninja minifigures except for Wu and Ninjago City Gardens, and there's also some images of the set's transformation features. The big question at the end of the day is if whether or not you should spend your money on this set, because if you ask me, I'm kind of on the fence. At the retail price of €90, it's not the best. I feel like this set should have been 70 to 80 bucks, although on Bricklink you can find it somewhat easily for around 60 bucks, which in my opinion is pretty fair. When it comes to minifigures, needless to say, it's an okay selection, with the only big highlight being the 10th anniversary Zane minifigure, and maybe Mesmo for some people. However, out of all three ultrasonic raiders, this is easily the worst. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified for my future LEGO set reviews. Until next time, see ya.